Ladies and gentlemen, it is your lovely host here. It is Team Ira. Have you got the opportunity to watch the very first video of the day? If not, smash that bell. You will get a notification from YouTube. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. I have TikTok. I have Twitch, Twitter, my own Facebook page. It's called The Ira Show. All the information will be down below. So follow me, subscribe, and all that hoopily doopily. Thank you. I just like to say some silly stuff on here. I know a lot of you don't think my videos are very entertaining, but whatever. So once again, I will discuss for you wrestling news, wrestling topics, and a lot of awesome information to discuss for you. Now, if you like, sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab some meat, grab some drink. Now, if you're doing like that, maybe you want to look at villain and hear my thoughts, my opinions on this subject, and of course, the article will be down below, or the link will be down below. Let's roll this. Now, recently, Stinger, the WWE Hall of Famer himself, made a shocking appearance at this past Wednesday at AEW. Very shocking. Wow. But I had a feeling that's going to happen because I made a video on that a couple weeks ago that possibly he might go to AEW, because before I made a video, WWE took all the merchandise off Sting's WWE website. So you could tell that WWE and Sting are done. He's not going to re-sign with the company and other stuff. So that was a sign. So it's kind of shame how WWE treated Sting. You know, he had an awesome debut in the WWE. You know, leading up to that Survivor Series. And then he had a match with Triple H at Mania. And still, to this day, I'm upset. Instead of having Triple H versus Sting, we should have, at that Mania, Taker versus Sting at that Mania. Would you guys prefer that? I think you would have. And then have DX versus the NWO. Instead of having they team up or helping Sting in that match. You know what I'm saying? But what if? You know what I'm saying? That'd be better. But they gotta have to have that match Sting versus Taker later on in the evening because it was in California. Because they tried to have Taker's entrance during the day and did not really work out. Same thing with Bray Wyatt, you know. But enough of that. Now, do you remember that match between Taker and AJ Styles? It was epic. You know, it was a cinematic match. So, Stinger approached WWE or McMahon, says, I want to do the same thing with Taker in a cinematic match. And of course, McMahon says no. Probably because they don't want to take a chance on Sting, you know, his neck. So, there you go. So, McMahon dropped the ball. He had the opportunity. I mean, actually, Sting should, McMahon should, guaranteed Sting's, idea, but he says no, he rejected it. So, now he's in AEW. I doubt it Taker will go there because, number one, Taker's retired. And number two, he's very, very loyal to McMahon. So Sting is going back to TNA, that channel. But it's not like the good old days, you know. But he signed, this is just a little off the record, he signed a big contract. I guess a full-time contract. So he's like 61 years old. So I don't know if he's going to compete or help the young guys out. I don't know. But if he wants to wrestle, he will wrestle. He's not be forced to wrestle. I guess they'll forced him to wrestle. I don't know if that's really true or not. So, he's just like Sting. I'm sorry, off the record. He's like Ric Flair. They did a big thing for him. But they didn't do like a ceremony thing. They put him in the Hall of Fame, and before you know it, he had a few matches in WWE, and before you know it, he goes to another company. So I doubt he will ever come back to WWE. So it's really sucks. So I don't think he needs to wrestle anymore. You know, his age, I know you're going to say age does not matter. Yes, it does. For wrestling, it does, okay? He's getting up there in age. He's not, you know, I guess he thinks that he's next, okay? But one major collision, he's done, okay? But we'll find out what's going to happen in the near future. Maybe he might be a manager for AEW, or he's going to compete. But if he wants to compete, let him compete. But don't force him to compete. I guess WWE did that back then. And that's what was so stupid of WWE, you know. WWE makes some horrible mistakes. Okay. So we're never going to see Sting versus Taker at all. The only way we're ever going to see it, if you played it on the video game version, that's it. McMahon dropped the ball with Sting's idea. I think that would be a great idea. You know, have a Simic Manica match. I know I totally screwed up the name. I'm sorry. Have it next year's WrestleMania, but what if? We'll never know. You know, I know they're both old. I guess they don't want to take a chance because look what happened last year. Goldberg versus The Undertaker. It was trash. Both guys are old, okay? They should have done that match a long time ago, but they can't because Goldberg at the time was part of WCW, and he was awesome back then. A lot of you don't like Goldberg, you know? So why do they do that? Goldberg versus Taker. Is it because of the money? Probably. Taker does anything for McMahon. Now I saw this one funny thing that, you know, Sting went to AEW and McMahon calls Taker, says Sting made his debut in AEW. Okay, Vince, I'd do anything for you. Of course, that will never happen. Hopefully not. He comes out of retirement, just make a big pop. That'd be kind of ridiculous. So, you never know. Taker, stay retired. Okay, you had a great career, 30 plus years in the making. That's it. Enough is enough. You know, we don't want to see Taker no more on TV. Same thing for Sting, but, you know, it's whatever. It's what it is, you know? Something like that. So, let me discuss the article real quickly. As reported by the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Sting wanted to square off against the Taker in a Simic match, but McMahon did not see that appeal in the match. Approve that match. Prove in it. So, I guess he didn't give a crap about it. Still, it's unknown. Sting wanted to do a Simic match with Taker, and for whatever reason, while fans, you guys can read the rest of it. Taker versus Sting for years. It will never be a match. So you guys can read the rest of it. It sucks, but that's McMahon for you. Drop the ball. So it might be a good thing or it might be a bad thing. So I'm glad it's not happening. Sting needs to retire. I know people are happy right now. Huge pop. Come on now, people. This is 2020 and go on to 2021. How long are these old guys going to keep wrestling? Taker does not need to wrestle more. Thank God. Hang it up. And nothing against Sting. I love him. He's a great performer, but let the young guys take over the business, you know. But if he's going to help the young guys out, I'm okay with. But if he's going to go at the titles and be in the main event all the time, then no good. But if he's going to make an appearance more often and just wrestle very rarely, I'm okay with it. But don't force him. It is not good. You know, let him make his own decisions, you know. So McMahon, I think he should have went with Sting's idea. But what if, you know what I'm saying? But I guess they don't want to take a chance. What happened with Goldberg versus Taker? That was a train wreck. It's not all Goldberg's fault. It's Taker's fault. Both guys are old. I know you're going to say you guys are going to blame it on Goldberg. They always say two guys to tangle. Am I right or am I wrong? So I think there should be an age limit. If you get a certain age, you should not compete anymore. That's just me. Anyway, once again, McMahon dropped the ball with the Sting versus Taker in a special match like they did for AJ Styles versus Taker. So what if, you know? What if? Everyone out there, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have an excellent weekend. The article will be down below. My social media accounts down below. Have a good one. Peace out, and everyone stay safe. If you hate the way I talk, I'm sorry. Okay, I can't help it. So I do the best I can. Later.